Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to talk about my initial impressions on Yakuza 0 Director's Cut for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, some of the new features you're going to see is that it's going to have 30 minutes of fresh new cutscenes, a new online multiplayer mode, which is known as Red Light Raid, and you'll have an actual new option to save the game at any point. Now, just to kind of go in about those 30 minutes of never before seen like cutscenes, this is going to offer deeper insights to characters and events. Now, I'm not going to show too much or spoil too much. I'm just going to kind of like leave it for you guys to see a couple of the scenes here of just like early intro cutscenes, early fight scenes. I don't want to like spoil it for anybody who hasn't played it. Granted, the original game came out on the PS3 back in the day, and then was later on like redone again, but for the PS4 for better frame rate. Now, what I want to talk about on this is going to be just a little bit of touching the base of where everything is. Something new in the game is that Kiryu's voice acting is now in different languages. It's in English. You can dub it. Would I personally do it? No, not my preference. I tried it in the dub. It felt weird. So I'm forever going to just keep it at Japanese voice acting with some subtitles. That's just me. Now, the cutscenes can go from actual still shots like this, which is really, really great for the story-driven like narrative that they're pushing. But you have your also original OG cutscenes of like moving, character movement. You actually see something going on. But this type of storytelling brings me back to feeling like Metal Gear Solid 4, which was one of the greatest games ever played and created. I would tell you that they're building emotions. This game is geared for those who love story. You have to really, truly love the way the game is told. Because you're going to get like 10, 20 minutes of moving, fighting, some actual gameplay, and then you're going to go straight to like 10, 15 minutes of cutscenes. But it's such a great trip, you can't even get mad at it. Like, honestly, I liked it a lot. So, one of the best parts, they do have mini games, and I had to cut out the audio for this, but your boy here, I love karaoke. And the fact that you can do every old mini game that you like here, and by the way, I'm terrible at the karaoke, still a great time. The mini games in every Yakuza game are what make it so much fun for me personally. So to see that I could like kind of like touch base and the audio sounded so crisp on the Switch too, I lost my shit. I really truly loved it. The audio sounded great. Now to kind of go back onto other things, there's the online mode, which is like it's called Red Light Raid. That's a co-op multiplayer mode where you're gonna go up to 4 players and team up and fight waves of enemies. I have yet to try it, but I've seen a few people post online and it looks interesting. Maybe I'll dive into it. Now, like I said, you do have full English voiceovers, which was never available previously in the previous versions of it, but that's going to be a fun time for you guys if you're into that. I personally stick to not doing that. That's just me. Now, the director's cut also includes the original game on the Switch 2 running at a new frame rate. So here's what I want you to remember. The PS3 had 30 frames per second when it first came out. The PS4 up to the 60. Now, we're running 4K 60 in docked mode. But what makes this so challenging and so much fun is I can take this game on the go and handheld, and sure, it's going to be at 1080p, but it's running smooth. Like in handheld, 60 frames per second, smooth. You can't beat that. You really cannot beat that. But the fact is, if it's on dock mode, it's 4K. You get so much more detail. Like, I'll always vouch for handheld gaming is my go-to. I will sit in bed. I will play video games. I will talk smack. But nothing, I mean nothing beats sitting down and seeing it smooth and seeing how great it is. It's a fun game. For anyone who's never played a Yakuza game, this is something I would recommend. Dive into this one. It'll give you a great story, great gameplay, and the graphics are phenomenal. 1080p, 60 frames per second handheld is no joke. It's smooth as butter. Having it docked at 4K, holy shoot, you're talking about a whole difference. So, what are my initial impressions? This is a amazing game. a must buy, a must own. I recommend if you've never tried it, go out and get it for your Switch 2. If you have no other way to play it, like you missed out on the PS3, you missed out on the PS4, you have a great shot right now. And I will always tell people the fight, like all the fights in the game are great because like they'll have these amazing, badass, funny moments. Like right here, you're gonna see me smashing this guy through a window. And I mean, he takes a lot of comical like fight styles. And look at that drop kick, oof, freaking glorious. And I know I'm all over the place, but this is just me sharing my initial impressions, thoughts, comments, concerns. Like I like this game a lot. I'm a fan of the series, and I didn't even know it. Like, I mean, I tried the other games, like, you know, the most recent ones, but, you know, Like a Dragon is different. I didn't get to know Kiryu like everybody else has. Like, I have family members that were telling me, try this game out. You won't regret it. So, you want my opinion? I say go out and get this if you have a Switch 2. Because if not, you're missing out on one of the greatest storytellings ever. And this game is something worth trying. So, there you have it. Just initial thoughts. You guys can do whatever you want. But I hope you guys enjoyed everything of this game. If you have not yet, go out and get it.